Hello, beautiful seeker. Welcome back to the Existential Shift. If you're new, my name is Morgane. Very pleased to have you. So this will be an Ophiuchus reading for this coming month. If you want to know more about what Ophiuchus means, if you're new to the world of Ophiuchus, check out my playlist of Ophiuchus. My past couple of videos that I did, Teroscopes, include an introduction that could be quite explanatory, so check it out. But right now I just want to dive right into it. So, energies, guidance, messages for Ophiuchus seekers / seeker 13 for this coming month, please. What do my Ophiuchus need to know? Okay, I'm using the ViceVersa tarot, by the way. First card out, 9 of Cups. There is something that you're watching. I'm picking up that it's somewhat in the distance from you. I don't know if it's geographical or you're just not in like a direct contact. That is very much a wish fulfillment for you. It's something that you are almost gazing at with. There's a sense of awe. Now the Hangman in the reverse. Normally the Hangman comes out like this. You're feeling really inspired by someone, Ophiuchus. You're feeling really almost hypnotized. It's something that might be visiting your dreams even. This whole Pisces season, I have first 2 cards are Piscean cards. It's very dreamy-like energy, very dreaming, lucid dreaming almost, where maybe you're visiting them doing dreaming, or you feel like you see them in your dreams, or maybe it's a person of your dreams. Something very there's a fantasy aspect to it. It's very fantastic-like. 2 of Pentacles and the Emperor, and we see here his back, because they have 2 sides. I'm showing you how it came out. I'm picking up on some of you, no, not some of you. I'm picking up on a masculine. First 4 cards are masculine cards, so, or should I say masculine characters. I'm picking up on a masculine that is watching himself from behind. What do I mean by that? They're looking at themselves and at their life from a different perspective, seeing the same things they had in their life from a different point of view. I'm picking up on someone that is waking up to the magical, to the ethereal, to the mystical portion of life, where they are picking up on other layers and other subtleties that they haven't picked up on before. And it was definitely inspired by something or someone, maybe a life event, maybe a person. But it's almost like they went through a portal where there is no going back from it, but in their mind they still feel like there is a going back, like they can go back to their old world. I don't think they completely picked up on the fact that they are beyond the veil. It's not in a creepy way, it's not in a scary way, it's just like there's no going back from this type of awareness. Someone is growing curiosity towards maybe even the occult or spirituality, or if they were already in the spiritual awareness, maybe they've just made some sort of leap to a dimension they haven't experienced before, a way of thinking, a way of there's an alleged dilemma of how to think now, how to operate now due to that, but it's not really a dilemma because this person, it's a false sense of control. It's like it's already, they're already engulfed in it. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. It's a useless effort. And it also, it kind of makes you or them look at their life and like, what have I been focusing on so far? What have I been doing? It's almost looking at it like, oh my God, I was in such a box. I was so focused on things that are, I thought it was everything, but now I find out that it's just a mere small portion of it. Maybe it's not something you're discovering of the world, but maybe it's something that you're feeling like you're discovering about a person, where you thought they were one thing and you're discovering other layers, and you're wondering how come you haven't seen it, or how come you focused on other things. Keep in mind, this could be this someone else feeling that about you, Ophiuchus. And once again, it's another card with masculine figures. Also, someone is having memories from their father coming up, from their childhood, maybe from a place they used to live in growing up. They are contemplating like questions of like, what if, like if we had stayed there, or if we hadn't moved from this, or questions of that sort. Interesting reading, Ophiuchus. Show me more for Ophiuchus for March, please, or whenever they're watching this. 3 of Swords. Yeah, there's some sort of pain. I'm picking up on a father. Or something to do with a father. There's some sort of pain that is coming up. This could be visiting a grave, or maybe a memorial, something that brings up memories of a loss, of a childhood. You realize that what was will never return, and so it's a double grief, like grief over the person or the situation, but also grief over a part of you that won't be the same. It's understood. I'm not seeing a loss in this coming month. I'm seeing recollection or a revisiting, processing, and it's somewhat painful. This doesn't have to be a passing father figure. This could be just a father figure that is at a distance. Maybe they weren't available. Maybe they weren't around. I'm picking up on possibly circumstance that didn't allow them, like some sort of distance. For some of you, very few of you, maybe they've been imprisoned, or maybe even, maybe they were an immigrant and they were thrown out of the country or something like that. Something of separation is coming up really strongly. It doesn't have to be a father figure. It could be anything else. Copy paste it to your narrative, guys. These are general readings. But I'm picking up also that this recollection is due to this spiritual leap that I picked up on at first, and it really helps heal something. So the process isn't easy. No one said healing was easy or full of butterflies. It's actually about integrating the pain, and the only way out is in. So there's still color here. Even though there's a sword in the heart, it's still bright red. And the flowers on the ground are also bright red. So I think it's something that is waking up your heart, that reminds you that you feel. It's almost like your heart needed a poking or a sorting. Show me more, please, for Ophiuchus for this month. Oh, too much. Guys, if you're new to my channel, I do tarot scopes for all the signs every month, and then extra. You can find the extendeds below in the description box. It's available on Vimeo if you'd rather just purchase one or two. But if you like several placements or join my community that I'm building, the Existential Shift, as a patron, as a seeker, seer, shifter, there's different tiers, then check it out. All the extendeds are also available on Vimeo. Yes, Vimeo, but on Patreon, where there's also extra VIP content like Lunar Love readings every new and full moon, and I'm now starting with daily runes messages from the runes that I publish every week. It's fun there. Check it out. Oh, and the Karmic Shift and Liberation is also there on the 3rd tier. All 12 Karmic Shift and Liberation videos for all the signs there. It's also on Vimeo if you want it separately, but if you want all of them, it's a great reading. It's a great reading that you can return to every time there's an intense transit or time frame in your life where you want to revisit the karmic lessons and your karma in general. I went into past lifetimes karma, generational karma, and current lifetime self-made karma. It's a very big 17 card spread, and I use oracles and runes. Check it out. So yeah, I recommend to just go into the links and read more about the information. Okay, show me more for Ophiuchus, please. Oh, and there's Tarot Masterclass for you, for all the Tarot cheese enthusiasts, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or a pro. It's very wholesome. I did an online course created with 90 classes. It's Tarot Masterclass Bunkai. Check that out as well. Okay. Sorry, I gotta say it at one point, right? For those of you who don't want to pay, you're getting this for free, so understand me. And for those of you who want to, well, you need the information. So there it is. It makes total sense. I know you understand. You guys are bright. Show me more messages and guidance, please, for Ophiuchus for this Pisces season. 7 of Swords, but it's from his back. I feel like you're seeing someone walking away, Ophiuchus, after a time where it was really negative between you. Like it's something that you worked on, it failed, it didn't succeed, it only caused heartache. There was a little bit of wishy-washy energy, maybe lack of honesty, or just if there was honesty, it was somewhat painful. And I feel there's a walking away from that. You're looking at its back, and it's like you just want to face how you feel about it and process it, and you don't want to face the situation itself again. You want to move on from it. I feel like they want to as well, but there's something about it that isn't over, that is maybe this, I feel like once Mercury goes into Aquarius on March 4th, it's still in retro until, I think, until the 10th or so. Some sort of pain is coming up that it needs to be dealt with. Maybe it's a person or that you're encountering, or maybe a situation, but either way, it needs resolution. Someone is trying to avoid it, but I feel like they can't. Like energy will kind of force it. And then we have Justice, 6 of Pentacles, and 6 of Cups, and 8 of Swords. Justice, 6 of Cups, and 8 of Swords. Yeah, there's a revisiting of a situation that is still holding you back, or holding someone back emotionally a lot. Like they're still caught up into this. It requires a deeper conversation of real looking back into how it was. Again, childhood aspects are coming up. There might be a sense of abandonment, a certain truth that is being revealed about whatever this was. And hopefully freeing you from this. It's almost like for such a long time, truth was not available to you in this regard. There was a veil, right? And you couldn't see clearly what happened. Maybe if it's from your childhood and you don't fully remember the details, and it's been holding you back psychologically and emotionally. If it's a connection or relationship, then the revisiting is a really sharp conversation. truthful conversation, really going back into events and talking about them. But I'm picking up someone that is still very much caught up in how they view how things happen, their outlook of things, and it's not allowing for the situation to be freed, released. Okay, I'm waiting for a card to actually drop. I don't want to force it. Oh, there we go. And they're all in their back. Now I have the Hierophant, but both the Hierophant and the Emperor and the Justice card, we all see their backs here, which I find interesting. So it's almost like you're observing all of it, but not really participating. Like you're expecting the situation to unveil itself to you while you are touch and go. But this is something that it's also someone that refuses to see things as they are because it's just too difficult and painful. I'm also picking up on someone that you know that is truly beyond the veil, that has passed away, that was very meaningful to you, that you don't know enough, or there's some missing information and you're trying to discover. I feel like they're trying to contact you and guide you within this riddle. Like you're going to get, like, in this coming month, like serendipity signs and events or coincidences that will kind of guide you to knowing more. Someone really doesn't want to know the truth, yet they say that they want to know the truth, but the reason that the truth isn't unveiling itself to them is because emotionally they're scared of finding out. Interesting. Okay, now we have Six of Wands and Queen of Wands. I'm actually picking up on someone that went to war somehow. And there's a lot of uncertainty or lack of information about how things occurred. Like, this person, whether you know it or not, were very respectful or victorious in some way. But everything about it is kind of surrounded with this sense of mystery. There's something mysterious about all this that was kept hidden. And I feel like I'm picking up on this feminine here, this Queen of Wands, that, and here, like in the other side of her, her eyes are closed. I'm picking up on someone that is trying to really meditate and maybe even astral project or go to like psychics, try to find out information. Maybe information coming out through a medium. And you're trying to find out if it's true or not, but it's very difficult to find proof. What an interesting story, Ophiuchus. What is going on? You want to look at the cards? Sure. Two eights. And someone is feeling like everyone in their life turned their back to them. They're carrying this, you might be carrying the feeling that throughout your life people have turned their back to you. But now you're coming into the month being like, I'm figuring this out for myself. It's like someone is asking for, turn around, can you see me? Or turn around, I want to see you, turn around. because everyone has their back, or they're in the reverse, right? And it's like the eyes are closed, and there's just an idea in mind about the situation, but not actual facts or proofs, and it's very frustrating. This is an interesting, like, you might be investigating something, Ophiuchus, like you might be going on a journey to find out, you know, information about something that you aren't sure of. There is a victory in this, by the way. This might be something that will go on towards Leo season. August is coming up really strong. There is someone that knows about this that you don't know. They're in your environment. They know something, but you don't know it. But guys, obviously this isn't a reading for everyone. It's very specific. Watch your other placements. Ten of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. This could be family matters. It's big likelihood. Okay, this could be someone that knew the person very well a long time ago when they were young, and now they're more mature, but they're hiding something about it. Let's go into the extended. This is what I have. This is what I do for the other signs. Right now, I'm not going to put the extended on Vimeo for sale. I'm going to do it for free here, so you can have an understanding and an example. And I might start doing this. I might add an extended to Ophiuchus on Vimeo Patreon coming next month. But for now, you can just enjoy it, so you could have an example for the other signs of sort of what I do. It kind of changes. I kind of go with the flow. But okay, so technically we're now in the extended. Let's clarify. I want to clarify this Emperor with his back to us. The Lovers also with their back to us. I keep getting the past, you know, so this could be your past or past lifetimes. Someone that made a choice, a life choice, and left something. So once again, it could be a parent that left you somehow. But it could also be a lover or a loved one, or I'm really picking up on someone leaving geographically, like a city or a country, or like there was a major move of some sort, like a complete life change. And I think they may have had a really hard time afterwards, like 3 to 7 years of a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties, and needing to really overcome like quite bizarre situations, I have to say. Now this could be you, Ophiuchus. Maybe you left something, or moved, or made a major life choice, life decision, and it was guided by your soul. It was you couldn't have it any other way. And if this is someone else, don't blame them on a soul level. Like, it couldn't have happened any other way, like literally. And now during the March, this decision is coming to pass, where it's like, okay, now what? Now I do see a very, very gruesome victory. Why am I saying gruesome and victory? It sounds like an oxymoron. Well, it is a victory. There's a major success within this journey. But the price was heavy and painful. And it might take you time to enjoy this success and victory, because you will be working on processing everything that was once the dust is settled, right? Because it creates some sort of emotional entanglement, emotional psychological entanglement within yourself. Whether you're the one who did this move or change or life change, or parental figure, either way, maybe both, you know, maybe you Maybe you recreated reality, right? In the extended, you can actually have a better point of view. You see it from your point of view. So I want to give you an example, a better example. But I also need to still see them. So, okay. Clarify for a second this, because I feel like this is you coming into the month. Like it's almost like this is present energy, and this is like the things that like amorphically explain what is happening or why. So clarify 9 of Cups and Hangman in the reverse, please. Yeah, someone also, it could have been a big sacrifice, this change, life change, because of a dream, something that you or they wanted to achieve. Again, it's on a soul level. It was imprinted in you. You really didn't have any other way. So whether you regret it or not, no reason to feel guilty or shameful or regretful, because it's a very deep thing, and it will come to pass. There will be a major victory. As I said, gruesome, but still. 4 of Swords. Some of you are worried about an older figure in your life. Some of you have like an older figure that is like either sick or going through something, and they're like in an in-between kind of state. Of course, not all of you, and this is not a premonition. You would already know if that's the case. And maybe that is the thing that is triggering all of this to resurface. Show me more about this 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, please. For Ophiuchus. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a need to like rearrange your focal point, to invest energy and craft in the thing that you truly want. You will have an opportunity to succeed in something that seemed like not being rewarding at all, like 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, where you're like, doesn't matter how much you invested in it, doesn't matter how much you did, there was always like disappointment or failure after failure, like it never fully came to pass. And now it seems like it's really like being granted finally. Like this is major. This is very meaningful. You'll have a chance, and there's something with Venus here. So maybe when Venus moves into Taurus, I think it's March 4th, it will bring in some sort of an opportunity. And it will require making some sort of an uncomfortable decision, but a necessary one. And this will bring you forward to this victory or resolution. This is crawling to the finish line, but still getting to the finish line. But after that, of course, you'll drink water and you'll refresh yourself and you'll enjoy the outcome. So don't let me scare you. I'm just being dramatic because that's how I talk, but it's just intense. But you knew it when you started this. This is very good. This is very, very good. Show me all of this. This is like all together here kind of thing. Show me this area. I have your 7 of Swords, Justice, 6 of Cups, 8 of Swords. Can you clarify this for me and for Ophiuchus? I'm occasionally reversing them because they have 2 sides, so I'm kind of doing like 2 types of shuffling. Okay, this one, oh! Good. And we had it in the bottom of the deck earlier. Remember, 10 of Pentacles. Definitely family matters. You might be receiving some sort of payment. For those of you who have lost a loved one, you might be receiving an inheritance. For those of you who have not lost a loved one, maybe this is a family heirloom or a present or information or recognition, something that has to do with childhood, with legacy, with lineage, that is very positive. This opportunity or gift energetically triggers this, and it's going to be like a domino effect of positive things, you know, like when it rains, it pours, but I'm speaking in terms of abundance, abundant rain. And this could also signify that you are might be a little bit still held back / stuck on some sort of perception, point of view on life that has to do with your lineage or your family / childhood. I do see a grandfather here coming up really strong. Maybe it's that outlook on life, cultural, religious, societal. This is influencing you somehow, and maybe that's the thing that you are kind of rising above when it comes to what I spoke in the beginning of the spiritual perception, a new world's view kind of thing. Show me this couple here. Clarify, Hierophant, 8 of Swords, please. I'm not sure what flips, so it didn't look smart. There we go. Ooh, Queen of Pentacles. So you guys are receiving money somehow. I will not be surprised if it's from a family member. For very few of you, this could be a court case, but I'm not seeing like, I mean, yeah, this could be some sort of legal court menace, but if it is, then you're supported by the justice system or by witnesses or whatever, and I see it really being stabilized, especially towards May. But going back to what I mainly am focused on, the energy that is really popping up for me, this could be a very powerful feminine figure in your life. This could be you. There's Taurus energy as well, because it fell right, like I have a Taurus card clarifying a Taurus card. There's also Virgo energy here. Pisces. Libra. Also, yeah, strong Libra energy. And Leo. Those are the signs that are coming up. A little bit Aries, Gemini, but very, I don't have like repeating cards to strengthen their presence. So anyway, towards the end of the month, most especially going April, May, there's a strong sense of strengthening financially for a lot of you. Like I said about the abundant domino effect, where it starts with Ace of Pentacles and then it just kind of multiplies itself into being the queen of the earth element. And I feel like this strengthening of the material world will also help in, you know, progressing towards this victory thing here. It's a bloody victory, don't get me wrong. Like, again, it's a very complex type of victory, but it's unavoidable. It's something that for a lot of you was just written in the chart, like it was just your soul came to do this. And it's more positive than it is negative. The alleged negativity is because of the journey, the process. There's a feminine here who's really stepping up into her power and manages to see. This is someone with sight. It's a clairvoyant or a clairknowing. Like her eyes, she's not looking at the world. Look, she's not looking at the world. She's seeing the world. For those of you who've read Carlos Castaneda's books about Don Juan, then you know what I'm talking about. The difference between looking and seeing. When you look, it's with your eyes, and it's you grasp the 3D world, the world of reality. And when you see through it. You see through the layer. You see beyond the veil. So there's someone here that has sight, and it comes from, and she's from the earth element. She doesn't have to be an earth sign, although she could be. But oh, it's another card of Gemini, by the way. Okay, but her type of knowing is very rooted in healing. She's an earthling, right? Not necessarily a starseed, although we have starseeds coming up here. But okay, neither here nor there. She has a bird's eye, and that has allowed this character or you to go through this journey for such a long time with so many failures and heartaches and pain and difficulty, because she had the bird's eye, right? She saw the future in a way, or she saw the big picture. She saw where all of this is leading towards. It's like here the Ace of Pentacles like presented to you as an opportunity, and here she's holding it. It's like hers. She's like, yes, this was metaphysical, this was potential, this was a vision, and now I'm holding this vision. Some of you by May/August, you'll be holding the vision in your hand. Let's clarify this, and then we'll move on to the Celtic Cross. This is all what I'm doing normally in the extended, although from next month maybe I'll do a double pentagram. We'll see. This is for you to check, to look. All the current extendeds that I've did for all the signs are similar to what I'm doing here. So, okay. Clarify. Six of Wands, Queen of Wands, please, for Ophiuchus. Is in this reading. Okay. Another ace, and it's Ace of Wands. Fire, fire, fire. There's a victory that is written, that has your name on it. It's not even a question. Once again, it will feel very, very gloomy. You will like break out. It's like a plant, a seed breaking out of the ground of the earth after really struggling to push through the earth to come out into the air, and it's been so condensed and dark in there, and then it comes out into the light, and it's like, oh my God, is it really happening? Is it really true that I actually managed to do that? Yes. Once again, if not in March, sometime until Leo season. We have May and August being really strong here, time-wise. This is something that some of you have been waiting on for a really long time. Been fighting for it somehow. Look at the bottom of the deck. Oh my God, Ace of Cups. Who else had three aces? This will release something in your heart. This will like will open up some sort of blockage, and there will be an outpour of, like, some of you know that you're meant to live abundant life, but there were so many like karmic and psychological challenges. Some of you physically literally went through war, or have an ancestor or someone like that, and it kind of affects you. It's in your it came to you in your genetics somehow. Or maybe a parental older figure that has went through war, passed away, and you know, when our family ancestors pass away, we get their DNA skill, talent, character. So it went down to you, and you needed to continue the processing of it in this world of the living, you might say. So it was just kind of added to your journey. It was also karmic, and it was meant to strengthen you, but now it's being released, and there's a sense of your cup is going to be runneth over. And I'm not saying all your troubles are going to disappear or whatever, but for those of you who have been feeling really somewhat imprisoned by something, this is freedom. This is your freedom. So 2020 is going to be very meaningful for you, Ophiuchus, especially the next few months. And there's also healing of the divine feminine, very strong healing of the divine feminine. Her eyes are now wide open, and she's very expressive emotionally and instinctually. So 3 aces, and these are all the major. I'm just looking at it to see if something else is coming up before we move on. These are the 4, 5, 6, Emperor, Hierophant, and Lovers, and then 11, 12, which is the Justice and the Hangman. And here we have 3 aces. It's very meaningful. 2 queens. Is there another 8 here? 6, 7, 8. Oh, there's 2 6s. And 7, 8, 9. And 2 8s. Woohoo! A lot of synchronicity. A lot of synchronicity. 2, 3, 4. No 5s. Good. There's no course change. It's just evolution. And then we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. No 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have all the numbers here from aces to the 10s. The only court cards are queens. It's good. Very strong, powerful, feminine energy. I like it. And just no 5. I do have the Hierophant as a 5, but still I would prefer, like, there's something about communication. Maybe you're still not open to communicate with who's ever relevant about this, but it's unavoidable. But there's a lot of synchronicity in this reading, a lot. It's like you're really on your path. That's very, very good. It's a good sign, Ophi. Let's see what the Celtic Cross brings. This is longer than normal readings because I also gave the extended for free here. So I'm using the same cards because it's enough cards. And more than that is just going to be confusing. We're looking into this next month. We want to see clarity of the narrative for Ophiuchus for this coming month. Whatever they're dealing with. And yeah, there's no need of confusing and overdoing it just for the sake of looking as if I'm giving more. Sometimes more is less, and less is more. So, Celtic Cross for Ophiuchus. Okay. Okay, I like that she's turned around now. We can see their faces. Interesting. Okay, so this is the first one. Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. It's supposed to be like this. Sorry. So, direction of the reading, we have the Ace of Wands and crossed by the Ten of Pentacles. In the subconscious, we have the Seven of Swords, but now we're seeing the other sides of them. Recent past, Four of Swords. Current, present, Nine of Cups. The Lovers, near future. This just gives me a more clarity in regards to the practical narrative of this reading. The placement of the cards. Message and also near future, the Hangman, but still in the reverse. From the environment, Ace of Cups. Hopes and fears, the Emperor. Concluded by Queen of Wands, and this time we have her facing towards us, still eyes closed. Someone is really manifesting something really strongly. You are manifesting something quite powerful, Ophiuchus. You have reached some sort of energetic, spiritual clarity after a long period of time where you were somewhat detached. For some of you, I'm feeling you had to energetically rest and recuperate and kind of, because you went through some pretty strifeful time. I feel like for some of you it's been with family, some of you it's been with partners, some of you it's just like processing your life in general, like looking back. You may have had an influential figure that wasn't on your side or was holding you back. It doesn't have to be from a bad place. Maybe they meant well, but you just have a different path or point of view of them from them. And now you're deciding to take your own path and manifest. This is strong manifestation energy. SEER with the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. It's like she's closing her eyes, sitting in one place, and somewhere else, she's there, like in dreaming, like some kind of astral projection. She's rocking worlds from her own chair in the middle of the woods. It's funny. Oh, what happened? You're deciding on a major direction. I think some of you, it's you're following some sort of an inspiring energy. So this might be someone that is exterior to you that you are overwhelmed by. I'm not seeing something negative. I don't think this is like an oppressive witchcraft, love me, whatever kind of thing. I think it's just a natural alchemical connection between two energies, two people, that you're just really drawn to them, or they are really drawn to you, right? It can go both ways. You're learning so much about your spirit right now, Ophiuchus. You're feeling really your core energy, and it looks like you're really opening up to the world, to the mysteries of the world, like you are able to see in the dark. A lot of you can really see in the dark, like cats. There's very catty energy here, very dreamlike. If you dabble with dreaming, keep going. If you want a little tip, if you want to do like lucid dreaming, ask before you go to sleep from yourself to find your hand in your dream, to be aware that you're dreaming, and to just look at your hand, one thing at a time, and just put all your focus onto that hand. And then if you can take the next step and like try to continue making decisions, being conscious of, I don't know, a building in front of you or a tree in front of you or whatever. That's just for those of you who are dealing with that. There is some major love here between two people that one of them, their status in the 3D world is bigger. They're more powerful on that aspect, like maybe they have more money, or maybe they're more successful, or maybe they're more known, or something like that. And the other one, probably the feminine, but it could go vice versa. She's more energetically powerful and capable of manifesting great things. So both very powerful, one from the ethereal realm and one from the physical realm. And there's like a coming together of this. So you'll either meet this person this month or unite with them this month. It will vary between different sorts of views out there. You've had people leave you like in the middle of the night, like when you didn't know, or you've left them. There's something very sneaky about this energy, like escaping responsibility. Like you feel like you're not sure if you can trust people. Maybe you yourself weren't trustworthy. It really all depends. But this energy is really very like magnetic, so it lures two people together. There's no longer that mental anxious aspect of, trying to escape feeling. Like the mind won't be able to do that here in this dynamic, because the mind won't be as powerful. The spirit will take over, like the soul connection will take over. Whew. And still we have two aces. Nice. Let's see what the runes say. Message from the runes from my Ophiuchus, please. Message from the runes for Ophiuchus for this coming month. Okay. Whoa, weird. The empty rune. Ing. Amazing. Ing or Ingus. The guys, Sag also had this in their extended. And Hotel in the reverse, right on the Four of Swords in the past. So definitely some sort of detachment or a loss of some sort that you have experienced in family. Maybe you lost a loved one, maybe you lost a property, maybe you had to move, or someone had to leave, something like that. That has now generated a new start, and it's faded, completely faded, and it's going to bring you to your new home, or to your either a physical home or home of the soul. Like, it's going to take time, but you're on the journey now. It's a long journey. This is just the beginning. Like, you went through a very long journey, and now you're starting a whole new chapter. A whole new season, should I say. Not even an episode, a whole new season. It's not a new chapter, it's a new book. Okay, you got it. But it will make a lot of sense. It will feel right. Like this ending of a lineage, story, time frame, home will create a new home. Because Ingos is like two hotel. See how the upper part is hotel in the reverse and the lower part is hotel in the upright. And hotel in the upright is good. It's like a new, it's like a very existing, strong legacy. And this is both of them. So one end leads to another beginning. It's timed. It's destined. The wheel, the empty rune is like, it's the universal spirit pulling the strings, basically. It's like the three, the Moirais, the goddesses of fate, who turn the wheel of fortune up and down. Yeah. Cool, Ophiuchus. So, of course, that was intense. It's long because you have here the general reading and the extended. So I hope you liked it. Let me know if you're new. You're welcome to subscribe. If you want to receive notifications about videos coming out, press the bell button. That way you won't miss it. And in the information box, check out the other extendeds. You can check it out on Vimeo or on Patreon. You can book a private reading with me. It's theexistentialshift.as.me. I'm on Instagram as, you guessed right, The Existential Shift. And and Karmic Shift Liberation. I hope I'm not overwhelming you with information. Find whatever you want to find.